first verse. The Lord appointed 70 others and sent them on ahead of him in pairs to every town and place where he went. And he said to them, the harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. Therefore ask the Lord of the harvest to send out laborers into the harvest. Go on your way. See, I am sending you out like lambs into the midst of wolves. Carry no purse, no bag, no sandals, and greet no one on the road. Whatever house you enter, say peace to this house. And if anyone is there who shares in peace, your peace will rest on that person. But if not, it will return to you. Remain in the same house, eating and drinking whatever they provide, for the laborer deserves to be paid. Do not move about from house to house. And whenever you enter a town and its people welcome you, eat what is set before you, cure the sick who are there, and say to them, the kingdom of God has come near you. Whoever listens to you listens to me, and whoever rejects you rejects me, and whoever rejects me rejects the one who sent me. This is the gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Christ.
Today would have been my father's 90th birthday. He's been gone 12 years. He was my mentor in life and in ministry. I do miss him greatly. And in that he was my mentor, it seems rather odd, but there are really only 2 sermons I remember him preaching. Or that, I should say, there are 2 that stuck with me. I remember the sermon he preached when I was a freshman in college. And it was a simple sermon that said, God is God no matter what the circumstances of our lives may be. And as creatures, we have no real choices other than to worship God. Because God is our creator. We are the created. And therefore we are obligated to honor and worship God as the one who has given us life, no matter what. He said we're very fortunate that we can believe in God, that we trust God, that we trust that God loves us. But even if God did not do all of those things, still God would be God, and it would be our place as creatures to worship God. Struggle with that a little bit? I don't know, but I always remember. The second came from this passage in 2 Kings that Carl read for us this morning. It seemed strange that it came up today. But Naaman, the outsider, the general of an army that was enemies with Israel, comes to Elisha, the prophet of Israel. Well, first he goes to the king. And he goes to the king asking to be healed of his leprosy. And what did the king say? You got to be kidding me. Who am I that you come to me to heal you of your leprosy? You must be coming here to try to start a fight with me, right? You're trying to stir something up. And the king sends him to Elisha. And when he goes out to Elisha, Elisha won't even bother to come out of his house to meet with the guy. He sends his messenger out, says, go down, wash in the river Jordan 7 times, and you will be clean. And did he do it? No, he was enraged. It said he was supposed to come out and do some hocus pocus over me and make me better, right? But it didn't happen. Didn't happen that way. He sends out the messenger and says, go to the river, and he's mad and going to walk off, remain in his unhealthy state until his servants try to bring some sense to him and says, hey, go out and do what the guy said. It's not that hard. You can go down to the River Jordan and you can wash. And he said, well, isn't any river back home better than being washed in the Jordan? And they said, go do it. See what's going to happen. I imagine talking to the general like that could get you in trouble, couldn't it? But they persuaded him, and he goes, and lo and behold, doing what he was asked to do, he was healed. Do the little things that you're asked to do was the heart of that sermon my dad was preaching that day. Do the little things as followers of God, as I said to the children today. Pray. We're to do that, isn't it? And how many of us get bored with praying? It's easy to do it. Why bother? The Lord of heaven and earth has asked us to do that. And says it matters. It cares. Do we do that? Do we offer our prayers? He said, worship. Come and bring praise to God. He said we're to study. We're to study the Word. We're to study about the world we live in. We're to know it and serve it. We're to support our community. We're to care for our family. We're to do our work faithfully. That's all important stuff. That when we do those kind of things, living in that way, it brings us to health and wholeness and life. Believe that? Do you believe that? Yes. A little bit. Okay. For some reason, that really resonated with me. Thanks, Dad. But today I heard this story a little bit differently. It's the voice of a young girl that stood out to me. A child who was kidnapped, carried away as a spoil of war. We don't know her age. We don't know her name. We know she is a child of the covenant. She's a Hebrew child. She was in service to the household of Naaman, the commander of the Damascus army. She worked for the commander's wife. No, that's putting it way too nicely. She was the commander's wife's slave. How did she get there? How did she get to such a place? Did Naaman grab her as she was running away, and he, perhaps riding on a horse, grabbed her to take her as his own? Did he pick her out of a group of captives and somehow say, well, maybe this one will work all right in my house? Had the soldiers left her as an orphan and then taken her with a group with them? We will never know. We will never know. But we can imagine, I think we can reasonably surmise that she had suffered deep loss. She had suffered real tragedy. She would never see her family again. But you know what? Somehow in the midst of all of that, she retained her faith. Like many women in the Bible, in desperate circumstances, she chose in the midst of her life to go down a path of healing and peace when there was an opportunity before her to do so. Naaman had leprosy. And that girl may very well have seen him in all of his suffering. She more than likely probably had to wash his dirty bedding and clothing. And in doing that, how likely would it be that she could have contacted that disease? Maybe she saw Naaman's wife, the one who was directing her life, crying over her husband's declining health and what that would mean for the future. Maybe she saw his lesions as she quietly went about her work in their private quarters, trying not to be noticed, trying not to call attention to herself, but seeing the intimacies that would go on. And by golly, she could have rejoiced, couldn't she? She could have said, hallelujah, he's getting exactly what he deserves. May this disease eat him up for life. Which it would do. But she didn't praise God at his suffering, which might be a rather natural reaction from me. Would be a natural reaction for most of us, especially if we were being held against our will in a place that wasn't our home. But instead, she thought about how he might be healed. Talk about miracle. She tells Naaman's wife, I wish my master was in Samaria, for there's a man of God who lives there, a prophet, and he would cure him of his leprosy. And when he hears about this, he's on it. For if it's true, this will bring him new life. Naaman's servant girl helped him find another who could help him. And through their simple, strong belief, he found a God who acts, a God who heals. The young girl shared what she knew to be true. And Elisha the prophet spoke the words he knew to be true. And there was health and wholeness for him. Perhaps it's the real lesson here. If we're willing to use our voice, sharing what we know to be true of God, healing may wash over us like a young girl's voice, pointing us in a new path, pointing us in a new direction, pointing us in a new way. This girl had no power. She had no position. But for centuries now, she has led others, even enemies, to God because she kept her faith in isolation. She kept her faith in hardship, and through her, God has reached many hardened hearts. I wonder if Jesus thought about this little girl when he said to his disciples, "Let the little children come to me, such belong the children of God. We're hearing a lot in the news about little children, aren't we? Little children who suffer. Little children who are apart from their parents. Little children a long way from home. Are they speaking to us? Are they speaking to the Church of Christ to say, we need you. We need your help, your support, your ministry, your care, your voice. And as we speak